Hello, this is a quick video about testing. When a client comes to me, they have often already been to the GP and they've either been presenting with symptoms that are indicative of low thyroid function, so tiredness, lethargy, fatigue, weight gain, difficulty losing weight, nausea, constipation. Basically anything that's slowing down in their body is often related to a thyroid condition. So in that instance, with those symptoms, a doctor will probably request testing. Now they will go for TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, and T4 as standard. They may well choose T3 as well, but that's not as common. They may test for antibodies, but that's quite rare. So I would like the client to come to me with their blood test results so I can have a look at those and see what's going on in their blood work. But the test is next to useless without going through the symptoms. So it's important that I take a really good case history just to find out exactly what symptoms are accompanying it. Because it could be that your thyroid levels are normal, but you're still presenting with these symptoms. So it really needs a deeper dive into that. And what I would recommend, a lot of the time, not always, because often we can sort things out with just minimal testing from the GP, but sometimes if the GP, because obviously tests need to be paid for, whether they're on the NHS, it still costs money, so GPs don't want to send people unnecessarily for tests. But you can choose to have private testing done, and it can be inexpensive. Relatively, around sort of £70, £80, you can get quite a comprehensive panel, and that will test for antibodies as well, and that will tell us as functional naturopathic therapists how the thyroid is functioning, and it will give us more indication of whether there's an immune involvement as well, if those antibodies are present. And that could be something like Hashimoto's or Graves' disease could actually be in the picture as well, in which case there's other things we can do to help with those symptoms and to get to the bottom of that condition. So I just wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to actually do a home finger prick test. So I'm not going to do close-ups or anything, so if you're squeamish, don't worry too much, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is so that it wouldn't put you off. And if you did want to get testing done, you would know what to do. Obviously, if you need any more insight or you have any questions for me, then please comment or send me an email and I will do my best to get back to you. Well, I will get back to you. So yeah, just put your questions below. But let's get on with the test. Okay, so the test is now set up. I've got a sterile wipe here, just to wipe my finger so that there's no germs on it. And I've got the test pot here, which is the collecting tube. And then I've got a lancet here, which I'm going to use to prick my finger. Now you're supposed to use, for the best results, the ring finger, or the middle, or the index, but not the thumb or the little finger. Also, it's best to do in the morning between Monday and Thursday so that the company receive it in plenty of time and it's not going to get stuck in the post over the weekend. So next thing to do is to prick your finger. It doesn't hurt, but you've got to press down the lancet until you hear a click like that. Wipe the first drop of blood away and then gently massage your finger so that the blood flows. And as you can see, it's going into the tube. Don't know if I mentioned, but it's best to do after exercise so that the blood's flowing, and after you've washed your hands as well. And there are several finger prick lancets so that you can actually do it again if it doesn't work the first time. So I'm just going to get on with this because it's a little bit messy actually. Okay, so now you have your blood sample, and don't worry if it hasn't mixed. You need to turn it up and down 5 times, but don't shake it, because blood cells are very delicate and we don't want to damage them, or they won't be able to be looked at in the lab, or they won't be whole. So the next thing to do is fill out your label, which has your name, date of birth, and very importantly the time and date that you actually took the blood test. Because whether you take it in the morning or the afternoon, the results can change dependent on that. And then fill out your laboratory request form. That goes in the envelope, and you put your sample in the biohazard envelope that comes with the test kit. Now you don't take out the absorbent material that's in there, because that needs to stay. Peel off the adhesive strip and then seal it. Now these instructions are all included in the pack, but I just wanted to go through it here just so you know what to expect. Okay, so now we've got the sample safely in the biohazard bag, and making sure we have clicked the lid of the sample so that it's firmly closed. We place the biohazard bag into the box that the kit came in with the laboratory request form, and we close that up and put the whole box into the prepaid envelope, and we seal that. Make a note of the barcode, and we post that on the same day of taking the test, and send it Royal Mail priority delivery. And you dispose of anything, including the lancets, into the general waste. And that's it. So I hope that's been useful. All the instructions do come with the test anyway, and you can find them online, but I thought that might be a little bit helpful in case it's kind of testing you or a bit unsure of what needs to be done. But that will give us a great idea of what's going on with your thyroid. Obviously we have to go with the symptoms as well. We always assess what's going on with you as an individual rather than just looking at blood work, because you can't just go by the blood test, because it is a snapshot in time. And so you have to look at all the symptoms as well and take a full case history, as I mentioned before. But this is a really good start. And so every client that comes in, I would like some sort of testing, whether it's through the GP or more in-depth testing through a private company. But as you can see, it's simple, and that will give us a much better picture of what's happening. So I hope it's been helpful. See you next time.